Can you hear me? Is it nice? All good?
Yesterday I did a gig, I dropped the mic, and it would have been like I could have fixed the mic, I could have screwed it back in or whatever, but I have to work with the mic dropping. That's part of it now. They've seen that, and that's part of your act. Whether you choose to screw it. So I'm gonna tell you something real, what comedy is, right? I don't want to tell jokes. I don't want people to know I'm telling jokes. What I want them to think is that this is all off the top, right? Like a freestyle.
Alright, I'm half Jamaican, half Nigerian. I know, it sounds lovely, right? It sounds lovely, man, but it's not. I'm like the black equivalent of being half Israeli, half Palestinian. It's like when you're Jamaican, Nigerian, you gotta choose a side, right? Like your parents could be happily married, but you still gotta choose a side. You know what I'm saying? You gotta choose a side in marriage. Alright, you gotta choose a side in the house, right? Whose plate you gonna wash, son?
That's the jazz. That's the jazz. I need that. That's the jazz of it. That's the music of comedy. Jazz. Dave Chappelle. Hip hop. I'm comparing it to Migos. Like the trap, this trap era of like ad-libbing. I want to capture that in comedy. Bum, 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 bum. You got that improvisational kind of nature. It's like your body's losing shit.
We found out that my mom's 35% white. Yeah. Not even 65% black, man. 64% black, 1% Middle Eastern. Who is this woman? Who is this woman, right? And it explains a lot. 64% of my mum, right, is a loving, soulful woman. 35% of her is an oppressive... That's the dude. That 35% is responsible for clean up your room, do the dishes, make some money, look after me. Alright, that 65% is the one I need. Play the flute, chase your dreams, make a better future.
You gotta disguise the punchlines. It has to feel improvisational. That's the music. Like sometimes, like I'll have my set in my head, but it will never be in my head. It's like once I write it, that's it. It should be in my head, but it's not that, and I struggle going back over sets. Good. Yeah, I'm good. Yo, thank
you. My dad's Nigerian, alright? And I get it, man. My dad came from real poverty, alright? And I came from a place called Ejegule in Nigeria. Most of you don't know it, but came from a rough place. They called it Jungle City. All right, this place was a real jungle. All right, Mowgli couldn't survive in this jungle. Mowgli couldn't run from shit in this jungle because if Mowgli was from Ejegule, Mowgli would have polio. Mowgli would have polio, man. Like Ejegule is real, like tough, real horrible. Right? It has this indestructible ruin to it, right? If I were to blow up Ejegule, it would probably come out looking the same.
Good header. Come on, man. The game's getting soft, man. Yeah.
They used to call my mum ugly, and that's bollocks. Right? My mum has always been stunningly average. That's nothing more, nothing less. My mum has always been average, right?
Nah. Ooh. Good header. Please, God. Keep it. Head up.
Right. Look, people lie about their mums. Oh, my mum's amazing looking. No, she's not. Maybe when she was younger, but people age. That's okay. Right, you see people posting things on Facebook. You know, oh, my mum's the most beautiful woman in the world. There are a lot of mums out there, man. Even when my mum comes up to me, oh, you're the most handsome son in the world. Do you know Will Smith is a son? Right? Will Smith's a son, Leonardo DiCaprio someone's son.
Fell spectacularly, but I want the spell to be, like, I want you to think this failure is art. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be good. Everyone tries to be good.
I'm not, like, I just accept it. My mum was good enough for my dad. No, good enough for a British passport, right? So, I'm just talking the truth. These ain't even jokes. I ditched the script. These weren't my jokes. I just thought you people could handle the truth. That's what it is. It's been really interesting and absurd, right? I just wanted to introduce you into my world. I should perhaps stay in it alone. Thank you, two black guys clapping.
Do you see what I'm saying? And that's what jazz is, right? Ain't nobody going up on stage with a saxophone or and planning on what they're doing. Do you see what I'm saying?